I'm Tim.
I'm Matt, and this is Metal Asylum.
We're crazy! Yeah!
Hi, welcome to the first episode of Metal Asylum. I'm Matt, and this is my good friend Tim. We're here today to talk to you guys about No Time to Bleed, Suicide Silence's latest album. No time to! Compared to The Cleansing, I believe that No Time to Bleed is by far way better. Not only are the lyrics less generic, the instrumental work itself is, what would you say?
I don't know, like the drums, like they've always been known for that
Yeah, that snare, that
pop,
blast
pop,
beat.
you know,
It's ridiculous blast beat.
It's still there, you know.
And it hasn't gotten old yet, and that's what's really awesome about Suicide Silence, is they're continually trying to advance, you know, they're changing it up, and I'm really glad that they tried to switch away from that generic deathcore sound, and we got songs that are like Wake Up and whatnot. Lyrically, it's more of, I would say, a hardcore version of Attila, in a sense. Attila is known for being the huge party metal band, whereas in the lyrics on most of the No Time to Bleed album are about hallucinations, getting drunk, such as the song Wasted off the album is about not even being able to stand up on your 2 feet.
Yeah, how'd you figure that one out?
It's definitely not in the lyrics, But the recording quality is a lot better. It's much cleaner. Like I said earlier, it's much less generic.
Wasn't The Cleansing like live recorded or something?
I'm not sure. That's something that you guys can look into. I wasn't that big of a I wasn't that big of a fan of the Cleansing album. I mean, there was No Pity for a Coward, and they had Unanswered, and you know, those are great. Those are great one-hitting songs. But overall, I believe that the Cleansing was just, everything sounded too similar to me, and you get, now it's like No Time to Bleed, and everything has its like own uniqueness to it, you know, like Smoke has that really awesome intro to it, another song you guys should check out. As far as songs that people should look at,
like you said,
Smoke, yeah, no doubt. My favorite song off the album is Wasted.
Mine is Genocide, actually.
Genocide's another good one.
Which is actually off the Saw 6 album, the soundtrack to that too, so
yeah, and
that has a pretty good metal soundtrack to it.
Mitch also wrote a song about his daughter, Your Creations. That's a really, really awesome song, you know. It's different for a deathcore vocalist to write about something like that, and I thought that was really awesome about it. Moving on to the next album,
which is Mafia by Fleshgod Apocalypse.
Amazing album.
It's amazing, but
the EP is just ridiculous.
It's cliche as fuck, but doesn't take away from its awesomeness at all.
You know, we just got done talking about Suicide Silence and their drumming, and you go and you listen to Fleshgod,
and they're like some Italian technical death metal band, and
it literally sounds at some points that it sounds like someone just takes an assault rifle and just blasts it all over.
Might as well be,
yeah,
you know?
Dude, it's ridiculous. And another thing that really surprised me about that album was the clean vocals that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that entire aspect of that album, that's included in 2 of the songs. It's like Conspiracy of Silence, and I can't remember the name of the other one for the life of me right now.
Another cool part I thought about the album was the piano, or like, yeah, it was the piano, the Mafia track off the album. Yeah, the self-titled track. Yeah. That was awesome. I listened to that like 3 or 4 times in a row just because of how calming it was. It was really awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, and a lot of people compare it to The Godfather, like one of the piano tracks from that movie, I guess, and I don't know, I've never seen the movie.
Makes sense. You've never seen The Godfather?
I've never seen The Godfather.
Tim Lowry.
You act like you're expecting different.
I guess I shouldn't. But the album artwork, you know, it looks really trippy.
It's a giant
The
octopus.
giant octopus, yeah. I don't know what that has to do with Mafia, but I mean, it looks metal, so I guess that's what they were really going for.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard anything else from Fleshgod. There was another album that they have, so I can't really compare it to anything else currently. But
I don't remember the name of the album right now.
I really suggest that you guys go and look at the album. It's super cool.
It's only 5 songs, including the piano track.
But every track is awesome.
And that's the fun, like, they have some sort of weird tactic. I don't know what exactly it is about them, you know? Like, sure, the constant drumming and everything just makes everything sound the same.
Ridiculous.
But every song literally has, like, its own feel to it, you know? They, like, Conspiracy of Silence, for one, like in that other track that I still can't remember the fucking name of it right now. Conspiracy, like, that other track uses the clean vocals, like, twice as, like, a chorus or something. But Conspiracy of Silence only uses, like, this really long, epic, clean vocal track just once.
It comes out of nowhere, too. You're just totally taken back by it.
And it's goofy sounding.
Yeah,
I don't know
to be honest, it's pretty goofy. I mean, don't let that stray you away from the album. The album's still really great, but
the fact that it just comes out of nowhere just adds to the total randomness and goofiness of it. And it's cool though, you know. It's definitely an album that's worth looking into.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Bands to go and check out related to Suicide Silence, I would recommend Carnifex. Their Hell Chose Me album, ridiculously awesome. I loved it personally.
Everything before that too is pretty comparable actually, especially the Dead in My Eyes Arms. I don't remember the name of that one either.
I think it was Dead in My Arms.
My memory is just doing me no good today.
But yeah, as far as Suicide Silence, go check Carnifex out. They're really awesome. One of the guitarists is actually from our area, in the 805. And then Tim?
And for Fleshgod Apocalypse, I don't know, pretty much any other band within the technical death metal scene, but if I had to compare them to anything specific, Decrepit Birth always has a great drummer too, if that's your thing, and Decrepit Birth is another one of those bands that just has a unique sound to every song, and they're pretty cool. Check them out. Another thing too is that on the Mafia EP that these guys did, they covered an At the Gates song, and those guys are always cool to check out.
At the Gates is awesome.
Yeah, old school melodic death metal from Sweden, I think. Yeah.
Okay, well that pretty much concludes our first episode of Metal Asylum. Metal Asylum.
Alright, wait.
We need as much feedback as we what?
Album ratings.
Album ratings? Oh yes, album ratings. No Time to Bleed, I give a 4 out of 5. I would give a 5 out of 5, but there are still some weak points in it. You know, there's some parts that still sound kind of redundant and are used over and over again within the album. But overall, great album. Love Mitch Lurker.
Pretty much what he said, 4 out of 5, because as amazing as this album is, you know, for Suicide Silence to come out with, it just feels like that every song runs together instead of, like, after a while, like, when you get to track 4 or 5, you know, you kind of say to yourself, is this the next song yet? Or... Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I get off it.
As far as Mafia, I would give probably another 4 out of 5 outside of the goofy vocals.
Given the fact that I can't take Fleshgod seriously, thanks to that EP, I'm going to have to give it a 4.5 out of 5 just because it's slightly comical, and I do appreciate that sort of just carefree, just have fun with it, you know? I mean, they were probably having some sort of fun when they were writing that album.
Yeah, I can only imagine how the vocalist felt doing, you know, so being so awesome and so brutal to go onto something like that is just...
And pull it off, too.
Yeah, it's I don't even know what to say about it.
It's awesome. Just check it out.
But, yeah, as I was saying, this concludes our first episode of Metal Asylum.
Are you sure it's not Meal Asylum?
Meal Asylum. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you guys would like to see in the show, what reviews you guys would want. You know, give us a couple suggestions. And until next time.